What's up, folks? Welcome to Let's Play Gothic! A game that you probably don't know even exists because it's, it's developed by a German dev team called Piranha Bytes. And this game is also really old. It's like, it was made in the early 2000s. I think it was 2001. I actually love this game. I think it's one of the best RPGs ever made. I mean, seriously, I think it's even better than Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind. You know, I think it's really that great. But you may disagree with me, which is fine. I really like it because it has an interesting combat system. The quests usually feel fairly, I would say, organic. In terms of that, it's not the typical RPG where it's like, oh hey, you're here? Okay, go kill this for me. Why? Because you're here. You know, that kind of idiotic logic, I guess. That doesn't make sense. In this game, it's not like that. It's more logical in terms of that you do a favor for me, I do a favor for you. You know, sort of like scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. And because of that, it's logical as well. And also some of the quests, you can obtain them without necessarily asking for them. Like, you find out about them through dialogue, or, well, maybe because it's a named NPC, because that's usually how you get quests in this game, because there's a named NPC. Anyway, so this game, some people think it's it's kind of a hardcore RPG. Some people think that. In my opinion, it's just a matter of progressing your character from being a wimp to becoming a badass godlike warrior, pretty much. And it feels rewarding because of it. So I hope you'll enjoy this game as much as I will. Enjoy the ride.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Rhobar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day, another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Rhobar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you?
Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Well, what do I think? My guy got thrown into this colony, and I got punched in the face right after just literally swimming to the surface. Isn't the world so nice? Aren't you guys so welcome? I feel honored, pretty much. Anyway, tell me more about this place.
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there, but if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
You know, it's kind of ironic that his name is Bullet, because, you know, he fights with melee instead of ranged combat. Even though his name is spelled with I, Bullet, not with E, Bullet. You know, still ironic.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
So that complicates things, I guess. Oh boy, being a bellboy sure sounds great.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Oh gee, I better not piss off that guy. Although I'm pretty sure with my track record, I'll probably piss off someone eventually, maybe.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Sure, I'll make sure I'll tell Thoris that you sent me.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
Welcome to the colony. Chapter 1. Nice photo. And Diego, do you have anything else to say to me? Oh, yes, you do. Okay, good that I actually interrupted our conversation again.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the 3 camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the 2 other camps?
The 2 other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
It's interesting. Okay, well, tell me more about the barrier in this case.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
And finally, that's all
Take
he
care.
has to say. Bye, Diego. That was a nice chat over there. Let me check if there's anything around me. Nope, not here. This side, I think I see something on the ground. We have a torch. That's great. Nothing in the kettle or a pot. I think it's a pot. Sorry, not kettle. Pot. There's nothing in the pot. Anything near these crates? Oh, no. I don't want that. That glow was actually the barrier reacting. Or rather, you're coming close to the barrier. It's a warning because before you get pretty much electrocuted and knocked back. I actually don't want to test it out because I'm gonna have to load the game. Yeah. Actually, nah, never mind. I'll show it to you. And... that's great, isn't it? You can pretty much die because of this thing. And I want to load because I don't want to waste my precious resources to heal myself. In this game, the only ways to heal are food, plants, potions, and sleeping. Sleeping recovers both your health and mana. Right now, though, we have pretty much low amounts of everything, really. Low mana, like 5 points of mana is like nothing. Life, dexterity and strength are both at 10, and we only have about 10% mastery with lockpicking and pickpocketing. It says 90, but 90 means chance of failure. With lockpicking, it just means that you're gonna break them more often. Oh, there are 2 chummy guys over there. Let's say hi to them. My guy is pretty much, lost. There's Guard and Ori. What an interesting name. Tell me more about yourself.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, but I'm gonna say no. Just to see what he'll say, like if he'll give you more intel. Also, stellar voice acting. In this game, there's so many characters whose voice actors are so bad that they're so good. That's actually in my opinion, that's one of the charms of this game. Well, actually, it's mostly the English game because everyone says that the German version of this game is actually pretty good in terms of voice acting and everything else. It's just the English one was translated very weirdly. Anyway.
No.
Then do so. He's the one that deals with newcomers. He knows a lot about the colony, things that are important to new people like you.
I did talk to him, but I thought you were gonna enlighten me. I guess not. Even though you must be bored out of your mind just standing at this gate thingy.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place. The new camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing Godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
Gee, well, thank you for not punching me in the face. At least I hope you weren't one of those guys.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
To be honest, I think both of them are equally worse. Really, there's no easy way to deal with the situation, both in the dungeon or near the ore barons. Really, I mean, what else do you think they're gonna use women for? Really, in a man colony?
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency.
Gosh, sorry. That last line, brilliant.
You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
Oh, don't worry about me, Ori. I'll be fine. I want to talk to this chummy guy, if he's chummy at all.
How's it going?
Good. None of the rogues from the new camp are to be seen anywhere.
That's it? Oh well. I guess that's a good thing. Cool, let's move on then. Diego should be gone by now. And it's a good thing, because, ooh, meat box. Finally. It's a good thing because in this game, as you saw, we got XP for killing monsters, and we obviously... Come at me, bro. Okay. And we obviously don't want Diego killing all of our monsters and stealing our XP. So yes, that's why we waited for him to leave, because after a certain amount of, I would say, range from our character, he will teleport based on the script. So in this chest we have picklock, which is basically a fancy way of saying lockpick, another torch, arrows, useless coins, and a beer. I think beer restores either health or mana. I don't remember, to be honest. Coins are useless because the currency is actually ore in this game. And it's kind of funny because I can't imagine why, well, not why, but how in the heck do they carry a lot of ore in their pockets? I mean, have you seen the lump of one ore nugget? How do I drop it? There. You see how large is it? Imagine people carrying 50 or 100 or thousands of them. Where the heck do we get pockets for that? Anyway, there is our first enemy here, the vicious mole rat. And yeah, it's an ugly sucker. So, sorry, I can't speak today, huh? And anyway, we picked up 2 weapons, the rusty sword and a pickaxe. I'll show you why the pickaxe is the worst weapon in the beginning of the game, pretty much. Yes, be allergic to my presence, and then charge at me after 2 or 3 calls of alertness. Yeah, that's why the pickaxe is not the best weapon. It's very slow, it's very flimsy. Our character doesn't know how to wield 2-handed or 1-handed weapons, so it's even worse when you have to time your attacks. In this game, fighting is pretty much like dancing. It's all about the rhythm, the timing when you press the attack buttons and stuff like that to build up your combo. But because we're so weak, we can't even have a decent combo attack except the swings. With 1-handed weapons, it's just faster, unlike with a 2-handed flimsy pickaxe. Ooh, a chest. more arrows, more coins, and beer. Great. Yeah. And unfortunately we got hit. This game can seem to be a bit hard to get to know at first and complicating, but you get used to it eventually. I played this game so much that I don't have that much trouble getting, you know, around the combat. Ooh, another vicious enemy. It's the scavenger. Yeah. He didn't really fight back because he's a juvenile. Juvenile creatures, they usually don't attack you, really. They just come at you and usually just stand there till you hit them. Mostly for the sake of letting the player to get to know, you know, how to fight and stuff like that. Like this one as well. This is also a juvenile one. And the Molerat we fought was also a juvenile creature, except Molerats, they are very tricky to fight because they like to stop a certain distance away from you. Wait, did I see anything? Okay, no, never mind. They like to stop a certain distance away from you. And if you don't have a long reach weapon, like a two-handed weapon, it's really hard to, you know, damage them. Oh wow, there's two Molerats. No, I need one of you, not both of you. There you go, one of you. The thing is, I need, you can sort of pull enemies one by one from their pack, but there's also some enemies who fight as a pack. Oh, no, don't come at me. Whew, I was lucky this time. Okay. Yeah, they're both juvenile, as you saw. And looky here, we got a potion, which I suggest that you don't drink until later in the game, because really we have so little life points that it's a waste to drink those potions. I suggest to eat cooked meat. I'm sorry, my English is getting very, very awful right now. And eat berries, like the ones we picked up. Blueberries and another herb called Seraphis or Seraphis are common, and usually you don't need it for any quests, so you could just eat them right away. Raw meat, you better cook it at some cooking station. And then, yeah, we have one rice schnapps and beer. Although, the animation for drinking both is pretty damn long. So, probably I'm not gonna do it. We have this chummy guy over there. Let me just quick save. And this guy's a goblin. They also like to attack in packs, but we're just lucky that he's here for training. And also he's pretty dumb. So good for me, I guess. If they attack you in a pack, they usually like to circle around you, and because there's like so many of them, one of them is bound to get a hit on you. So it's really problematic to fight them, especially early on in the game. Okay. And, oh look here, this is Seraphis, the herb that I mentioned. It heals your HP as well. I mean your health, but... Okay, I better land safely. Usually you need to jump like this because if you don't, at some point your character is gonna have the falling animation where he lands on his stomach or on his back. And that usually means either two of the things. Either you're gonna die or you're gonna lose a lot of health. Which is why you usually jump first, because it delays that animation. So yeah, that's advice number 2. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, because this game is so old, and, you know, if you guys want to check out the game, you know, play it for yourself, I recommend downloading the game from GOG.com, because the Steam version, it didn't work out for me quite as well. What are you staring at, scavenger? Go do your own business, really. But anyway, Steam version didn't work quite as well for me. So I'm playing this with a GOG version. And there's a bunch of stuff you need to install. And those stuff, like the patches and whatnot, they're gonna be in the description of the video, rather of each video, and listed in the order in which I installed them. So that's one thing to note as well. Because I know it can be really tough to get this game working on your computer. I know I had, because A, I have bootcamp, so this game is not even meant to be played with Max running a bootcamp, because it doesn't quite support the hardware, which is why you sometimes see at the edge of the screen weird graphical glitches. Some of them are just because, you know, that's just how the game is. Other stuff are just because I have different hardware. It's not Windows supported hardware, so yeah, pretty much. Okay, so this is Old Camp. We pretty much reached it very quickly, actually. Super quickly. Ooh, more blueberries. Even though they look red. Ay ay ay. Someone doesn't know the color of blueberries, because they're definitely not blue. I mean, they're definitely not red. Ay ay ay. I don't speak quite well. Oh, look, and we found more chummy guys over here. Lovely guys. Bradford and Drax.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
Oops, wrong button.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Yeah, I pretty much know how to find them, but I'll ask just in case. And I'm not surprised you're hunting scavengers. After all, they're probably the closest thing to a chicken. And so for meat-wise, I guess it works out for everyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Actually, I think most of the stuff in this game, they're all the same price regardless of where you go. If I remember correctly, I may have forgotten a bit because I usually don't care to whom I sell my stuff. As long as they have the munchies, I mean the money, then sure.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Okay.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Yeah, they're not really cheap, especially for someone like me.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
I mean, that makes sense. After all, this is a colony full of murderers, thieves, bandits, and whatnot. Though they're pretty, you know, neatly tied communities and stuff like that. They do need order, I guess, in order to survive and to stick together. Even though they have, like, you know, no one specifically looking, you know, like the king's guards looking over their shoulders, really.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do, to start with. Then we'll see.
Sure, I'm not really stingy with my beer. Take it.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
I'll do my best, I guess.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Yeah, oh wow, they're expensive. I remember there was another guy who can teach you similar stuff, but he was also pretty damn expensive.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
The thing is, you don't really get teeth or claws from most of the basic creatures in the beginning of the game. I think. I know it's true for Gothic 2. For Gothic 1, I don't remember. I usually don't invest it in the beginning of the game. I usually invest into that, like, somewhere at the end of chapter 1. Because then you can take on more stronger enemies. Cool, I got it. No! Oh, you little jerk! You stole my kill! You stole my kill! It was a juvenile! Ah, I hate you. It always happens in the beginning of the game. They steal my kills, the scavenger specifically. Ugh. Gosh, I hate them. I hate them so much. Ugh. Okay, now we have these scavengers, but they're more dangerous because they're not juvenile. See, they'll charge at you. And his friend might attack me. No, don't go after him. When you attack non-juvenile creatures, it's better to interrupt their attacks because then they don't really hit you. Mostly because we're also bad at dodging right now. No, don't go after him. Don't you dare. See, it's like dancing. It's all about the dance. I'm gonna take this herb. Because I'll need it, probably. Okay, now I can finally save. And talk to these guys. Bridge Guard 1 and 2. Hi.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Oh, sorry.
We...
Didn't mean to press that.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts.
Oh, how nice of you.
Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you.
Sure. Thanks for mocking me. Didn't have to rub into my wounds with my... I forgot what the phrase was. It's like rubbing with salt on my wounds or whatever. Something like that. I forgot.
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Oh, I see you're just brimming with positivity and happiness. I can already tell we're gonna be great friends.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
Yeah, thought so. You and your bridge trolls. Because that's pretty much what I think he was referring to. I think it's like the German, a German tale about the bridge, about the bridge trolls and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so we reached the old camp, but I want to pick up leftovers from here and stuff like that. Ooh, there's a campfire. Let's go visit it. Because why the heck not? Goodies! There's meat bug ragu. Oh. I'm sure that's really tasty. Okay, hi. I didn't mean to pick at your spoon.
I warned you.
Oh boy. Ah, no. No. I didn't think they would be angry at me.
Come back, you pussy.
Okay, I am. Oh. Oh my gosh. I didn't think they're gonna attack me. I'm gonna save because I don't want them to kill me. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think they would get angry. Ah, you're gonna be angry at me yet? Oh, thank God they're not. But they're now standing awkwardly, staring into the distance at the river or the scavengers, whichever comes first, I guess.
You looking for trouble with me again?
No.
Why are you here and not in the camp?
I'm waiting for a friend to return from the mine. He owes me some ore. I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
So they extort money from people like us. That's terrible.
Looking for trouble again?
Nope.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
Thought so. Oh well. Sorry for looking in your chest. Didn't mean to. Because some of the people who are outside the camps, they don't really care if you look into their chests. So yeah, pretty much.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
No. I mean, my character, does he has the face of a thug who wants to murder everything or kill everyone? Of course not.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Thank you.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, guy. By the way, we never heard the name of our character, so I came up with a brilliant name. Our character will be called Man. Creative genius, everyone. Anyway, we're finally in the old camp. Yay. But unfortunately, we're running out of time. So thank you for watching, guys. I know that, you know, it's not the typical game you would expect me to play and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoy this game as much as I do. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!